Oh, what's up, Buzz? Back like I never left. Now, today we're going to be talking about the JBL Clip 5. So let's break down everything this has to offer. Let's get right into it. Alright, so when it comes to the price, you're going to be looking at $80. Now, this just came out a month ago, so it still has that new price tag on it. It comes in 8 different colors as well, but most of the colors, it says temporary out of stock, but they just never had that color, like the pink and different colors that you click. They just never had them, and on release, I looked it up. They just never had those colors. So sooner or later, those I'm guessing are going to come out, but not right now. But also, Amazon's Christmas in July is July 16th and 17th, where they put products on sale. So keep an eye out for the speaker. It might go on sale. I put the link down in the description below. When you guys click that, I do get a little commission from Amazon for sending you over there. It makes them have to pay me for sending you that way, and it does help the channel out. So when it comes to the design, as you can see right here, I have the Clip 4 and this is the new Clip 5. The designs look exactly the same. It really does look the same. You can really tell what is what. I feel like this one has a little bit more of that oval at the bottom, but other than that, they kind of look like the same type of speaker. So you're not really missing a lot design wise with the newer speaker. The sides is probably the most. Instead of the buttons protruding, they are in there a little bit more, as you see here, instead of them, you know, popping out on this one on the 4. Do like that a little bit better than the other one. In the back of these, the grips, as you see, these start to peel off. My JBL Charge 5, they are completely gone, but now with the new design, they are embedded in there, which I like more. I like it that it's embedded in there, so it's not going nowhere. Way better design with that. So when it comes to the waterproof, you know, level of this, is IP67. That means it is dust and waterproof. You can drop this in a large body of water and pull it out. The speaker would be ready to go. It'd be good. So if you're somewhere where it rains a lot and you like to hike, this speaker has you covered. You know, just clip it to your bag. You don't have to worry about the outside environment elements, I might say, messing up the speaker. You're going to be covered for any of the hikers or anyone that's out there that's always outside, and you're in a state or a country that rains a lot, you're covered with this one. All right, well, so when it comes to the battery life, you're gonna get up to 12 hours off of a single charge with this speaker. Now, I tested it out, work. I started at 7:30, was at lower volumes, you know, medium volume on this, I'll say, until 10:30 when I finally left the office. And when I was out there on my own, on the streets, I had it on max volume the rest of the time, and it got me all the way to 2 o'clock is when I finished work. So from 7:30 to 2 o'clock, I had it playing nonstop at different volume levels, and then max volume from, you know, 10:30 to 2:30. And when I looked right now, it still said it had 45% of battery life in it. So depending on how you listen, if you're not maxing it out all the time, your battery life is definitely going to extend more. If I would have had a max volume from 7:30 to 2:30, I probably would have been looking at like 20 to 15% left in here probably off of a single charge throughout my whole work day on max volume. All right, before we get into the app, one thing I do want to put out there is you won't be able to connect this JBL to your older products. They made a whole new, you know, I don't know if you guys can see it right here. Bam. So this is their new pairing button. It's a whole different design, as you can see. So the new Go and this and the new Extreme, and I'm guessing when the new Flip and the new Charge come out probably later this year or next year, those will be able to connect to these new ones. But your older generation JBL speakers would not be able to, which sucks because JBL always does this. And it really sucks, man. JBL has such a loyal fan base that buys everything, and I know they're going to buy their stuff anyway, but you say we can connect to up to 100 speakers in party mode, but how are we supposed to do that when you only let the 5 speakers that just came out work together and not the older ones? So I really wish JBL would just make the older speakers connect. And I don't want to hear about no technology, hardware, software, when Ultimate Ears just came out with a speaker this year that connects to a speaker that came out in 2015, 2017 in Ultimate Ears. So it's doable. You just don't want to do it. And I feel like it's only right to your loyal fan base to let all these speakers connect, man. Just like, it's not going to hurt no one. You know, they're still going to buy the newer ones because they're so loyal. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. I just hate, I think it's BS that their new speakers never connect to their old speakers. All right, so when you get into the app right here, right when you open it up, you're going to see your speaker and then the battery life right under it. 45%, like I told you guys, where I left it off at. And then you got your EQ right here now. With your EQ, you got the JBL signature, all that, and then the vocals. And then you have the custom. If you want to do that, you click edit, and then you can boost whatever you want up and down here. And that's, you know, do the edits there. So if you want to do that. Now, if we go back, you'll see there is a playtime boost. Basically, it gives you more battery life. If you click that on, you'll see it gray out all the EQ options and stuff, because it'll have its own EQ just for that playtime. Basically, it's gonna get rid of all the bass. It's gonna just it's gonna make it so flat. You'll probably never even turn that on. You're just gonna have to go Drago mode. If it dies, it dies, because that mode, I really don't like that. And then you got the stereo grouping mode, is basically what I told you, where you connect multiple speakers, or I might say they're new speakers. So, and then you can do that there. And that's basically the app. It's really simple and easy. So I'm gonna send you guys over to the sound test, and after that, we'll get to what I think about this speaker. All right, before we get on my thoughts of the sound, for sure, let's talk about the Clip 4 and the Clip 5. One thing I'm going to say is I did like the low end on the 5 much better. You can notice it. I was just switching. I just had it right here on the floor, switching in between the speakers on my phone, and you can see that this one just doesn't have the lower end and the rumble that this one has, that the 5 has, compared to the 4. The floor, I did like the highs on the 4 though, because since these small speakers are not really giving you no bass anyway. When I say this one has a better rumble and low end, it's not going to shake your bag. It's just something that you can hear. It has a little bit more. It gives you a fuller range of that spectrum sound. But I did like the highs on here. But the only thing is, you can EQ the 5 and boost the highs up to sound good as well. You can't do this on this one, because I believe it wasn't part of the update when they finally put the EQ in there. But you can do that with the 5. If it was me and I want to save money, and I would probably go with the 4. Having a low end rumble on this is not that big of a deal, since these basses are not really nothing anyway. I would just go with the 4 to save some money. But if you did want the newer one, you will be getting a little bit better, bass on this one. Oh, the one thing with the Clip 4 and 2, yeah, the low end was good too, but the volume was different. They were both at, I did like 6 notches on both of them, and you can definitely hear a little bit more volume and power coming out of the Clip 5. I would say, I feel like the Clip 4 probably needed like another 2 notches to be on the same level, probably 3, honestly. So you're definitely getting a volume boost out of the Clip 5 compared to the Clip 4 also. All right, so to go what I think of the sound, since we already talked about the bass is good, and it has a little bit of rumble and thump in there. So it's going to give you more of that full spectrum sound, like I was telling you. It's going to make a lot of songs sound a little bit better, especially when you have the 2 compared, which I would do a blindfold sound test, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to win. But you never know, because my ears really do like having the highs. But you can tell the difference of the 2 speakers. I made sure they were on the same volume. I just put like 6 clicks on my phone for each, and then I was switching through, since your phone always remembers what volume you left it off on. So I was switching through them, and you could just definitely tell the difference compared to the Clip 4 to the Clip 5. So I did like the low end that it has on this one. The vocals instruments were really clean. I switched on the app. I like the energetic one a little bit more. I really don't like the preset that it comes with. I think it's called the JBL Signature. It sounds fine, but for me, I feel like the bass is just a little bit too much on this low speaker. And I like the energetic because it lets the vocals and the instruments sit on top a little bit more, which I feel like this speaker should do anyway. A lot of smaller speakers should do anyways. So that's the one I went with. But all around, the sound was really good. I just had to switch to one of their different presets, and I really liked it a lot more. So, and the volume is nice too. I know everyone's going to care about the volume. The volume is really good. I would say it's probably the sound of like a JBL 5, probably like a halfway, or just probably 1 notch above halfway. So you get a nice low volume on the speaker. And normally smaller speakers are like this are people that don't want stuff really loud anyway. They just want something to hike with, they walk to school with, or just on their travels and transportation, because it's easy to clip on their bag or throw it in their bag. So, or something at the beach. So This will have you covered for all those people that don't want a loudspeaker, they just want some music. This will definitely have you covered. It'll get loud enough for you, and you might even turn it down halfway from there anyway. But all around a good speaker. If you guys want to get this speaker and you're looking to, you know, get the newest thing, if you do want a little bit more rumble and a little bit more volume as well out of this one, you can definitely check this one out. Like I said, I'll put the link down in the description below for you guys. I'll put the Clip 4 down there as well too, if you guys want to check that out. So if any of these are on sale and you got a certain price range you want to pay, they'll both be down there for you. I am going to do a blindfold sound test with these. I'm bringing it back. I used to do blindfold sound tests, and on that I'm just going to play 3 different songs and then listen to these while I'm blindfolded. My sister will be controlling everything. So those will be coming back, and we'll see. You never know. Even though this one has a little bit more volume and that nice little lower end, you never know. I had speakers that I thought were going to win for sure going into the battle, and then I ended up picking the other speaker. So we'll see. All right, but so there you have it. That is the JBL Clip 5. And like I said, if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link down in the description below. And if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you to everyone that took the time to watch this video. And everyone be safe out there. My name was Rodney. This was Wanna Buy It. Peace.